Doctor, come on, come here lad. Hey up guys, we're here. We're always here. Berries and rambles. I think this is Boothwood at Ripponden, at Rishworth. First time down here, a couple of months ago. Popped off down there, came out around there. I'll put video again in description, link it as a comment, top comment. Down to Rishworth Palace. And it was like, well, we've got to have a look. And well, here we are, we're having a look. So how about you come with me and the dog, and we'll have a look what's on here and share it together. And again, if you know anything about this video, about this area, let me know. Comment down below. I mean, one thing we've got here that's quite interesting is these little structures here. Now, I dare say that's somewhere to control the water going in and out. We saw something very similar on last week's video. I think I uploaded it as a short. But that little semicircle thing there. So yeah. Again, you've got Rishworth Palace behind us, which was obviously Rishworth Mill. So it's obviously something to do with the old milling process and hydropower water wheels and all of that. Please do let me know. Anything you can tell me about this, please do let me know. And then look at this down here, this wee little channel here. Wee little canal. Fascinating stuff. Now, part of the reason I wanted to come down here, I mean, apart from just its absolute majesty, we've got several paths you can take. It's because I saw a photo and it said it was a packhorse bridge down in Rishworth. Now, I figured to myself I could kind of get to there. This was after I discovered Rishworth Palace. Figured to myself I could kind of get to there, but I wasn't sure how. But I knew that the river was, as it always is, down in the valley. So I figured it was just a case of getting to where the river is, down in the valley. And that's what we've done today. That was some fella on Instagram. Just popped up. Can't remember his name. But I thought to myself, I've got to get to this packhorse bridge. I've got to find it and photograph it. But look at this, So they say this is a man-made reservoir, and again it'll have fed the stuff behind us, and obviously something to do with this thing in front of us. Brilliant stuff. Hello friend. So not much to do. We'll go have a wander on here. Now, as ever, not very sure where we can get to, where we'll get out, what the route is, what this, what that. You can see you've got the river down there, and you've got this path up here. So, we're not going to get too lost. It's not like we're going to end up in, well, heck knows where. We're not going to get out way too far, are we? And we can always retrace the steps and come back. Oh, here he comes. Brilliant, peeing on camera. Oh, heck. But yeah, he's had his leg brace on. He's on his pain meds, all of that good stuff. And as I say on last week's full video, you know, why don't we get a bus down to destination and get a bus back? And we're not going too far of a walk. We're not going too far for him. It really is beautiful down here, isn't it? Not going too far for him. Now, I've had a look on Google Maps on my phone as I got down here, just to see, because I thought maybe Barkisland were up there somewhere. I think it is somewhere up there, but you know, somewhere over there is New York, right? Yeah, I had a look on Google Maps, and I think there might be a reservoir near here. I might be very, very wrong. And that's why I love coming down places like this. To get to see all these mad little creatures. I want to say that's a mudlarker, but I honestly haven't got a clue. A mudlarker's even birds. Anyway, he's off. So yeah, as I say, can't get too lost, and I think there might be a reservoir up here. So we'll keep walking and filming and seeing what's what. And I just want to say thank you. Got a handful of new subscribers this week. That's brilliant. Keeping me going, you're giving me happies. I'm glad that you're enjoying my videos. That you've enjoyed them enough to subscribe to the channel. That really means more than you'll ever know. Dad happy, me happy. Exactly. Anyway, thank you for that. I figure, you know, just wandering and pondering, me and the doggo. And I figure a lot of people, I've had some people mention how they watch my videos and they just love their little walkthrough of it. It's explore for them as much as for me. Get people from all over the world commenting. I've had people ligged up off work. I've had people just chilling out watching it on a Sunday, Saturday, whatever afternoon. All brilliant, all very much appreciated. Oh, thank you. Now then, look at this. We do love waterfalls on this channel, don't we? Or weirs, or whatever they may well be. Just had to nip off down the side down there, get a couple of photos and a video of this waterfall. So as we're walking on, we're seeing again more controlling the water flow for the mill. So I'm going to assume that's part of this. It goes further onto that man-made channel, in front from here but behind where we're walking. And I would just like to say, the sun has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray. Because when we set off onto the bus only a few minutes ago, it was looking a bit grim, kind of cloudy. You know, we've had a nice hot weather all week, so can't always have it hot weather. But it seems we've come down here and the sun is coming out just to make this place look just that little bit more dazzling. Now down here, whoa, heck, watch where you're going. Down here, I'm getting vibes, kind of Dixie, kind of North Dean Woods, and kind of thingamabob, Millbank, Kibroid Mills, that kind of area. The old Lily White's factory, or ruins of the Lily White's factory. Which I didn't realise until fairly recently. I knew it was a factory that used to be there, an old mill, but it were Lily White's, as I say, and I think they used to make photography, glass printing, all of that sort of thing, glass plates. If you know, let me know down below, and if you'd like me to go down there again, also let me know. I'll shoot a video down there for you, go for a nice leisurely stroll obviously, but yeah, this is just simply stunning down here. Where is he? Where's our little monkey mate? The other woodland creature. Hey up, there we go. Alright puppy. I mean, I've said a few times, Crag Vale is my favourite part of, if not West Yorkshire, then at least Calderdale. But I think we've got a contender for a second. And I think that might be down around here. Now, it's looking a bit rocky around here. So I think what we're going to have to do is head down here a bit, because we've not only got to think about me, we've got to think about Doggerlog. And Doggerlog is a lot more silly than me. And I'm a bit of an idiot, really. Look at him splashing about in that water. Taking his harness off, he's already got it a little bit soggy, but let's not get it any soggier, eh? Can we go on here? Oh, I suppose there's only one way to find out. We'll have a wander up. Looks alright. Certainly looks better than continuing up there. Yeah, we would have come tumbling down eventually, wouldn't we? Right. Let's plod on here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get anywhere near this pack horse that I saw this photo of. No, I think we're about done, aren't we? Right. Oh, hang on. Come with me, friends. I will show. Let's see how much further we can go. I don't think we can go much further than this, can we? Which is a real shame. Whoops. Right. Concentrate on where you're going for 2 minutes. And then again, somebody will always show the way. Come with me, friends. I am sure way. Right, I'm just going to have to stop filming for a few seconds. Unfortunately, it looks like we reached the end of the line here, which is a bit of a shame. And if we somehow could cross the river, well, over there don't look much better. So we're going to have to head back on ourselves. But at least we've had an explore. And that doesn't mean this video is over. It just means we'll get somewhere else and have a look around and see where that takes us. So we'll be back in a little bit. Well, we might have got to a bit there where we can't go any further. But if you ask me, I reckon we can go up there. Never wants to shy away from a challenge, are we? So let's head up here and see what's what, eh? Right, we've come up that path. Not too steep of a path. Certainly been up worse ones. But we're here now. So let's follow this path on here. It's getting, for me at least, about time for a snack. Oh, hello. What's this up here then, eh? Well, they've built as arches for a bit of structural support. Or is there something else going on? See, the things you don't think about when you learn about the Industrial Revolution and whatnot in school. You don't think about things like this they may have done to strengthen it further up here or further down there or whatever. So yeah, let's head back down here. It looks like just through the trees there, there's houses, or at least their house, or a big spooky mansion or what, who knows. So we're not too far away from anywhere, but we're never too far away from anywhere anyway. But it looks like we are going to have more luck going this way than we did just a few minutes ago down by the river. Uh-oh. And I mean, just once again, look at it round here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm telling you, mates, I could be a location scout. Almost modernish buildings. A location scout for medieval films or Viking films or Robin Hood or that sort of period in time. I know Robin Hood was probably a fictional character, but it was definitely medieval times. Yeah, and of course the all-terrain vehicles, they'll let it down, but yeah. Fascinating around here. So we stood kind of in the middle here, to my mind. We use these pair of trees here as a cross reference. Looks like we go that way and we head down towards mansion, factory, I can't tell, little village, little hamlet. Or we head up that way. Now, well, I'm sure it's quite interesting down there and may well be friendly and all of that good stuff. Back to civilization and things. But you know what I'm like. Always going to go somewhere a little bit off the beaten track. Well, obviously not off the beaten track. Let's have a see what's up here. Because at the end of the day, if we get lost, we can up down towards these buildings here, can't we? Let's just have a plod on here. Whoops, blow my neck. There's so much to see around here. Little woodland creatures that me and the doggy are. Now, I'm thinking it might not quite be the path that I thought it were going to be up here. That's alright. It's alright. We're perhaps better off heading down here. Right. Okay. Come here, mate. I'm beginning to get a sense of we are near somewhere. Always near somewhere. If you're not somewhere, then you're near somewhere, right? So we'll just have a little plot here where these houses are and see what we can Ooh, blooming heck. I didn't expect that hole in the ground there. Obviously not a massive hole, but you know, enough that you'd notice it. Right. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to head up here. So I'll be back in a few moments. That pile on there is where we were just a few months ago when I filmed, and I wondered what we're up here. Well, now we're up here. This is the road that we kind of started this video on, so let's see what's upwards there. Yeah, down there where those dead trees are, that's where we just were a few minutes ago when we came up some little side path. Looks like there's some channel here, but I just wanted to have a look to confirm more than out. Right, plodding on. Well, we've gone on right blooming mission. If we're down there, we're going to start heading towards Ryburn or Rishworth or somewhere like that. Somewhere more closer to home. I'll tell you how far we've come considering we're in this woodland just a few minutes ago. The woodland is kind of down there somewhere. We've come up to, well, I think that's Baton's Reservoir there. And you can see the M62 in the background. So we're going to start heading down home. Well, I say heading down home. You know, we're obviously quite a way off home. It's been quite an adventure, and I'm glad that you made it with us. I'm glad that you came with us. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry I'm a sweaty mess, but you know, come uphill and whatnot. Now, you know, we're obviously quite away from home, but we are going to keep plodding on until we get somewhere we recognise. Still got to stop and have a snack, and I'm thinking that this road here, from what I've seen on Google Maps, is going to take us down to Oldham Road. So let's keep plodding on. And don't worry, there'll be at least 1 or 2 more clips I reckon before we get there. Hey up, here we go. Is this related to the same person that drops the knickers down in North Dean Woods? If you've lost them, then they're just there. Bloody scruff bags. But yeah, we had a right journey. Mapped out a few more places in brain. Made some places seem closer than we realised. Places are still a long way off, I don't know. I'm losing brain a bit here. But yeah, it's very quiet around here. You can hear for miles. It's just been a great little wander. Little explore for me and doggo. Look at my blooming grandpa monsters there. Bush ears out. That's what my missus calls them, and let's face it, we can't disagree, can we? Now, for anyone that might think that I'm here, trust me, I don't. And if I do, it's colours like pink or blue or green or whatever. Been grey around my side since I'm about 18. No one will ever believe me. I don't think any of you will believe me. Doesn't really matter. I know it to be true. What in the world is that? Some pipe, something to do with maybe the dam or something? Even if that is way over there, but I don't know. Who knows? Who flipping knows? There was a video I'm sure I saw online of them building this dam. Or was it building the M62? Interesting stuff. Very old grady footage, but you know, that's how it was then. Different world, different tech. I mean, just look at it around here. Is it old quarry? Former quarry perhaps? I don't think it really would be quarry though, would it? I mean, it'd have been some years ago. It's quite interesting how it's all... Could film an episode of Doctor Who up here. So yeah, location scout for medieval kind of period films. Location scout for Doctor Who. Because it can't always be a Welsh quarry. Come on, what's up with the Yorkshire one, eh? Happy Valley, Doctor Who. Who knows? Strange crossover, eh? So yeah, what can you tell me about around here? About this Smithyfold Lane? Did it say Smithyfold Lane or was it just Smithy Lane? Was it Smithyfold Farm further back? Just where the old telephone box was. You know what I mean? Then you see stuff like this. What's going on here? You just see things and you think to yourself, well, they're definitely man-made. They're being placed for a purpose, for a reason. Although if you ask me, looks like it might have a quite high iron content in it with it being orange. So maybe not the happiest doggo. It seems to have found a bit he can slump on. Right, suppose we better keep plodding on. I'm thinking that down there, where that house is, and the road in front of it is Oldham Road. Those houses there. So, if my theory is right, we're not too far off being able to get back to the old bridge of Sowerby. Sowerby Bridge, although a lot of people now say Sowerby. Makes it sound like a frigging sewer. I mean, it might not be the best town in the world, where is, but Sowerby Bridge, fuck off. It's bloody lovely up here, it really is. But like any country lane, you're walking and you're walking and you're walking, and you're thinking, well, how far are we going here, eh? It's a blooming long way. Got him on lead, because country lane, some sheep's up there. I know they're all in fields and whatnot, but it's still just a dog, and the law is the law. But yeah, this is it though, innit, on a nice sunny Saturday afternoon. Like, I don't know if you've watched the video where we explore the hidden history of Cragvale. Bloody hell did I miss a trick there, eh? But we're walking and walking and walking and walking on some country road there, but it was January. Brrr. Got very cold, very quick, very fed up. As I say, you don't mind when you're out in sunshine. It's kind of alright, kind of enjoyable, even if I'm a sweaty mess. I really didn't think we'd get here today. I thought we'd go in them woods where the video started. We'd wander on the river so far. We'd find that little pack horse bridge that we're on about. Look at these creatures here, eh? Can you see them? Some geese anyway. Find out as I'm editing it. But yeah, I thought we'd walk on the river, find a little pack horse bridge, then come out of the other end, a mile or two down, 3 miles, however many miles, and we'd be back in Ripon or Rishworth or somewhere like that. But no, we have come right out into sticks. Is this Saddleworth? Is this Saddleworth Moor? Oh, we know there's some darkness associated with that place, but let's not think about that, eh? Look at these sheep here. Hang on a minute, I'll tell you what, I'll do you a better one than that. All these sheep there, on the motorway just behind them. Blooming heck, it's madness, isn't it? Absolute anarchy. Well, it's obviously not anarchy. Slow down there a bit, eh? But now I know, excuse me, now I know that Baton's reservoir's there, or at least their reservoir is. And I think me and our little monkey mate will have to come up, try and find a slightly more serene journey up if we can, and if we can't, at least we know we can do it on a bit of a walk. Right, looks like we've got a downhill bit coming, which is good. I like a downhill bit, and according to Google Maps we are going to head to Oldham Road. Oh my neck, look at that, eh? It's been ages since we're up motorway. I think last time was probably Bloodstock 2014, but then that wouldn't have been M62, would it, because that's down Derbyshire. Maybe you'd have to go on it to a point and then drop onto A1, I don't know, I'm not a driver, never driven in my life. Well, whatever, you're rambling. But it's really something else here. Really don't know where we are in relation to anything. And there is always, as I say, that bit where you can go. Sorry mate, I'm a bit of a plonker, I've got lost. Please help us. We're not at that point yet. I don't think we're going to get at that point today. Heading down is always good. Because, well, what are you doing in Calderdale if you're not going uphill? Exactly. And we are still, I think, within Calderdale. Either way, it's on the Pennines, isn't it? And that's a mountain range, I think. Certainly not Isabel Hills, let's put it that way. We might even be in Lancashire as we speak. But look at this bloody thing here. You don't really realise how large they are when you see them on films or on news programmes or whatever. Just give us a second. But yeah, I obviously knew they were bigger than a swim pool, you know. I'm not completed it, but look at the bloody size of it. Like I say, you don't really think about it. You just see them on news programmes or even on films and whatever, and you just think, oh yeah, Dam, reservoir, all of that, yeah, whatever. But bloody hell, I've been able to see this for some time, but I wanted to get what I hoped were a good shot, and I think I've got a good shot of it. Just hang on a sec. Oh no, I've pulled you back out, you're on 0.5. I wouldn't say I'll zoom out for even more effect, but yeah, it's absolutely insane. Now then, my little monkey mate, maybe one day, I bet that'd lead you up to there, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's bloody massive, innit? Like I say, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. So yeah, that bloody thing there, huge! Anyway, I've seen cars come this way. There've been 2 cars come kind of going behind us, so from there to behind us. So I must be able to get to somewhere. You're not telling me both cars were working at this reservoir. I don't know what kind of work you do at a reservoir. But let's keep on this road. Well, we've got a footpath of sorts, but it's not really much of a footpath. Oh great, so we're doing all that lovely downhill and now we're heading uphill. Right, tell you what, pup, there we go, mate, because it's quiet enough we'll be able to hear something come. Oh, look at that behind us there. Not a nice little capture. I hope it shows up on film as well as it does on my camera. Anyway, yeah, let's head up here, pup, and hopefully we'll be home before long. Yeah, oh hang on, come here. So after walking and walking and walking and not entirely sure where we are, suddenly we've got signs in front of us that say welcome to Rishworth, please drive carefully. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll walk carefully, yeah, but that's good. It means we're on the right track. We are getting home, and when we're up there looking down, yeah, obviously where there's houses and whatnot, there's only so far you can go, so pretty easy to work out. Right, we'll be back in a minute. We've just passed a place called the Wood Inn. Looked a bit pricey for us there. It's in Rishworth there. I'm more used to Wetherspoon's prices. But no, we've still not had a snack. I thought this place were a bit further on than it is. I thought we're more down there. We've still got a way to go before we can jump on one of them big horrible ugly buses. Still not had a snack and there's a drink. Did I mention that? See what I mean? Getting a bit delirious. But we do know we're heading home, and that's the main thing. Still bloody walking, still miles away from anywhere I recognise. Well, maybe we're not miles away, but we're quite a way away from somewhere I recognise. So let's just keep on plodding on until we get there. Wandering and pondering, getting lost and worrying. No worrying, not to worry about, it's all good. We're on the main road. But bloody hell, come on, we need a snack and a drink and a rest. Now, part of the reason I mentioned this Wood Inn a few moments ago, another pub. But when we first got off the bus, all that time ago for us, probably only a few minutes ago for you, I was looking across the road and I thought it said Wood is open. I'm thinking like, Wood's always open. And as I squinted a bit more, I realised it said Wood Inn. So yeah, there's a bit of free advertising for this boozer. Or maybe not. I don't know. Does anyone watch my videos? Are you going to watch it this far? But yeah, still plodding on. Still trying to look for somewhere that I recognise. I mean, it's not early into me round here. Might not be in this way for a while, but what I mean is, once we get to, there should be some houses down there. Once we get to them, again, it'll tie in with another video that I shot. It's the Rishworth thing. As I say, I'll have it pinned at comments. And we'll take it from there, but bloody hell. Still plodding on. Still wondering about this though. These mad little bits like this. What is going on? Finally, at last, We're getting somewhere I recognise. Again, as I said just a few seconds ago, a few seconds for you, a couple of moments for me. I've got to where those houses are. Where I turn around and I think I said something like, when I've always got bamboozle between Rishworth and Ripondin. Turns out we're actually here, and there's always been there. So yeah, finally somewhere recognisable. Not so far away from a bus stop, and eventually we can be back home. Because we've had fun, we've had a nice big wander. We've got some things mapped out in brain, realised some things are a bit closer than other things. But yeah, as I say, finally somewhere I recognise. Now, we've not been too far away from anywhere, and as I say, this is an old tarmac road, so yeah. Probably some B road or A road. Here we go, we've got a car coming. But yeah, it's nice to finally be somewhere where you know where you are, where you feel confident, where you feel like, I just didn't want to get them on camera. Feel confident, feel like you know where you are, all of that good stuff. Ooh, heck, what a fun day we've had though. Yeah, this is it, as you can see, the house is behind us. So we know where we are now, we know we're heading on the right track. Brilliant. That's it, we're pretty much back where we started at Rishworth Mill or Rishworth Palace if you're that way inclined. So what I will say is it's goodbye from me. And goodbye from me. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down and tell us why. Like, share, most of all subscribe. Really, really helps the channel. It's free. And yeah, means a heck of a lot to me if you do. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you at the seaside. Woo!